Welcome to the 5-Star Podcast. I'm John.
And I'm Charlie.
Each episode, we surprise each other with random Google reviews for businesses from all over the world.
And because we're both business consultants, John specialising in sales and marketing and CRM. Anything else you want to add?
No.
Okay, for now. Yeah, you good, you should. And I specialise in finance and operations. We believe that gives us the right to analyse these businesses that we read the reviews from.
Yeah, and because we are just better than most of you.
Absolutely.
We also give life coaching and advice to the reviewers when appropriate.
Lovely. So, what business are we looking at today?
Well, a big wipe of the old mouth.
Stunning. Good.
I'm drinking a lot of hot Ribena because I'm doing this while I'm not feeling very well.
Oh, you're such a good guy.
I'm a really brave soldier.
You're a good guy, aren't you?
Yeah, really good. Which is why I had to wipe my mouth because I was salivating a lot thinking about hot Ribena.
Okay.
I'm from the 70s.
Yeah. Although that's what my dad used to make me when I was poorly.
Yeah.
And he's from the 40s.
Yeah, well, because it's a wartime drink.
Oh, is
Invented
it?
in the Second World War to give children better vitamin C.
In Bristol.
Yeah.
Hometown beverage.
Yeah, hometown beverage. Represent.
Our opinions are based on reviews which have not been verified.
We don't intend to harm the reputation of any business or individual.
Now, over to this lovely app.
The sector is food and beverage.
Of course it is.
Yeah, we do a couple of these a season, I think.
Yeah, I love an F&B.
And also in the last one, you stole my spa.
Yeah, I did.
So, yeah, I had to go to a backup one and they're often an F&B.
Yeah, well, they're, as we've said before, maybe the most reviewed sector.
Yes. Oh, yeah, so it makes sense. And I've gone... I don't know how I came across this.
Okay.
But I haven't gone all the way across the Atlantic.
Have you not? I was already thinking, where in America is he chosen?
No, the Atlantic is involved, but we are in Europe.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. So we are on the Azores, which is apparently part of Portugal.
It is part of Portugal.
They're way in the middle of the Atlantic.
I think that's where Ronaldo's from.
Is it? Oh, is that where they've put that funny statue of him where he looks really weird? At the Azores airport.
I need to fact check that. Can you fact check that?
Yeah, I'll fact check that. I mean, I've only got 40 tabs open already for this fucking episode. Where is...
Just type Ronaldo. It's definitely...
Funchal.
It's a territory...
Portugal.
Is it not Azores?
It says Funchal, Portugal, and that is...
It's a Portuguese territory.
Madeira.
Madeira, that's the one I'm getting confused with. Fine. Okay.
Madeira. I wonder why it's called Madeira cake, but we shouldn't. Let's do that.
Come on, let's
business there.
Keep going.
Yeah.
So the Azores.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
And this isn't sector facts. We'll come to that, but I'd like to ask you a question.
Uh-oh.
If you're going to the Azores in Portugal, what sort of bars are you going to find there?
I do not know.
Touristy?
I've got no idea.
Irish bars, apparently.
Oh, lovely.
Irish bar. Irish pub. This one is actually an Irish pub and grill.
Is it touristy? Is it the Azores?
I think so, yeah. In fact, we'll see that when I look at the sector facts that I've so intensely studied.
Yeah, your research will tell us that, won't it?
It will tell us that.
Good.
And it is cited this time, so I think it's accurate.
Okay, yeah, it was better than my research.
Yeah, that's true. So it's Ned Kelly's Irish pub and grill.
Yeah, lovely. Do you like an Irish pub?
No.
Do you not?
No, not really. Because you go to them and they're never like they're like in Dublin if you go to an Irish pub.
Oh yeah, they're not like that.
They're not, and even Dublin Irish pubs aren't like Irish pubs, but at least they're a bit Irish.
Right.
But it's shamrocks and shit everywhere, and it's like bad Guinness. Not that I drink Guinness, but everybody tells me the Guinness is shit.
Right. They do serve a purpose though.
What purpose do they
serve?
Just
you know they're going to be a bit loose and fun.
Right. Okay. Loose and fun is where we're at.
Yeah, lush.
That's great. So yeah, this pub is on the Azores. It's called Ned Kelly's.
Yeah.
What's your knowledge of Ned Kelly?
None.
Okay. Well, it's interesting. We'll come back to it.
Great.
But he's an Australian, and you should know about that because you know about Australia because of your sisters, right? So maybe let's study some history.
Yeah, okay.
No, let's study some history before you come back next week, please.
Okay.
Because you've let yourself down there. Really.
Ned Kelly must have been an Irish heritage, though.
Oh, I suppose so. Yeah, Kelly.
Because of the name.
Yeah. Yeah, because all Irish people are called Kelly as a surname, Patrick.
As a first name.
Yeah, also surname.
A lot of Patricks.
Yeah. But yeah, they're all known as Murphy, Sean.
And a lot of mucks.
Yeah, a lot of mucks.
Just do sweeping statements.
Australians are very backward. As we caught on, Australians are very backward. All Dutch people. All Dutch people.
Wonderfully direct communicators. Gorgeous people.
All Dutch people.
Wonderfully direct communicators. Gorgeous people. Gorgeous people.
As we caught on.
All of Australian websites are shit.
I'm not going to make any jokes about it because I'm from the time when the Troubles were.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. But they're all, I guess, bog-trotting half-breeds. Oh, Jesus Christ. Just another country I could never go to. And now I can never go to an Irish pub in case there's an Irish person in it.
Yeah.
And they have heard this.
Wow,
I don't think
good.
you're all bog-trotting half-breeds at all. It's got a lovely mouth.
Yeah, great.
And we played the sweeping statements jingle, so it was important that I got one in.
Yeah, 100%.
So, okay. So that's the pub is called Ned Kelly's Irish Pub and Grill. We'll come back to it, but we'll look at a little bit of sector facts. So I'm not going to go down the F&B so much as the Azores, because I was very interested.
I'm pleased about that. Because I need to know more.
Yeah.
I love sector facts.
Yeah.
One of my favourite segments of our pod.
Yeah.
Despite our facts,
love that shit.
I do, but despite our facts being ropey at best, but I feel like I can learn something from these.
Yeah. So to get to the Azores,
this is where you ask a really protracted question that makes no sense.
I'm just going to tell you to get to the Azores, you go down, come out of Bristol, go towards, I guess, Poole in Dorset.
Yep, straight down,
drive all the way down, drive through the Channel, and then drive down through, I guess, the top of France, through Spain, get to Portugal, about halfway down, turn right.
Yeah.
Probably drive for about 3 days, I think. It's about halfway across the Atlantic.
Bang in the middle, isn't it?
It's not quite bang. It's really a long way out.
Yeah, it would
Must be windy as fuck. Have you been?
Not the sort of place you'd want to sail to.
No. Have you been?
No.
It must be windy, right? Middle of an ocean.
I'm guessing it's volcanic.
Probably.
And so I imagine it's very mountainous.
Oh, well, let's see if we've got any of that.
I think I started watching a Netflix series set in the Azores.
Right.
Because it was definitely a Portuguese series that I was watching. And it was like
Well, you were watching a subtitled series?
I love subtitles, mate.
Oh, wow. Nick loves subtitles.
You can't double screen. It's the only time I'm truly watching something.
Yeah.
Is when it's not in English.
Great tip. If you're tired of double screening, subtitled European dramas, or what were you watching? What was the genre?
It was like a crime.
Yeah, of course.
Crime vibes.
Yeah.
And it was about murder and drugs. And loads of cocaine had like washed up on the shores of the Azores. I can't remember what it's called, but I was quite enjoying it. And it was very mountainous in that.
Right. Okay, cool.
But that doesn't mean that that's where it was actually filmed.
What's your favourite podcast, favourite subtitled drama?
Oh.
Or comedy, if you will.
I really liked The Killing.
Yeah.
The Bridge.
The Bridge, obviously.
Classic, The Bridge.
It's always the next one after The Killing.
Yeah. The only thing with The Killing is that it was too long. So it's Who Killed Nana Burke Larson. And by episode 21...
You don't care.
I couldn't give a fuck who killed Nana Burke Larson.
Whereas The Bridge is a bit more snappy.
Yeah, and I really liked Saga Noran.
Sex Martin?
Saga Noran.
Yeah,
she's sick.
Great.
And I really fancy the guy out of it, her partner.
The fat guy?
Yeah.
Hope for me that
Fit.
people your age like fat blokes.
Yeah.
Is he? Right, he's got that gruff.
Yeah.
I can see
knuckle dragging.
Looks like he might drive a van. Oh, dear.
He was also in Killing Eve.
Oh yeah, he was.
He was her handler.
There's so when you
incredible
watch those Nordic
actor.
dramas or Scandi dramas. There's so many of those actors that you see in English speaking stuff, and you're like that. Oh, they're from Copenhagen, or they're whatever.
Yeah. I also really enjoyed Narcos and Narcos Mexico.
Right.
There's a couple of other South American ones I've watched. Anyway.
Inspector Montalbano, since you ask.
Oh yeah, I never ask you back, do I?
No, because you're terrible at conversation. I don't know how we have a podcast.
Am I?
No, you're brilliant.
Okay.
I love the fact you
panicked me then. I was like, fuck.
Mate, I would
I
throw
just-
you into a room
with anyone.
People who'd never left their house for the last 20 years, and within an hour there would be a party.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, they'd all know each other. You'd be like that. Chris, come and meet Jane.
Not if I didn't like them. No one would be talking.
No, but okay.
Just quickly, the reason I didn't ask then, because you've made me feel bad, was because you just said your wife liked them. I didn't think you liked them. I thought you just watched dweebs on YouTube.
I do, but she watched one called Inspector Montalbano, and there were breasts in episode 1.
Right.
The first 5 minutes.
There we go.
And
There we
for
go.
the whole series.
Yeah, great.
I was like that. Italian TV. Don't mind if I do.
There's some really good Italian dramas.
Yeah, Inspector Montalbano isn't one of them.
Okay, but there was tits.
The tits in episode 1. And
Great.
I think episode 2, and then after that it's a letdown tit-wise.
Okay, it's not a consistent theme. No, that's a shame.
The weird thing is, if you're a child of the 70s, the tits in episode 1 and 2 belong to Heidi out of the children's television show Heidi, who the theme tune went. You know this if you're my age. And then she had a friend called Goat Peter, who was badly overdone.
So you got to see the tits of someone you watched as a kid?
Yeah, really.
That's quite satisfying, isn't it?
No, I found it a little bit disturbing because I was like, who's
She's
that
not a kid
actress?
anymore.
No, but because I knew her like when she was a child. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I did.
Fair enough. We've all got standards.
And also, I could never wank because my wife was in the room. Doesn't always stop me.
No, sure. Famously.
Yeah, no. Famously. I've never wanked while my wife is in the room. Have you?
No.
I mean, not with my wife, but yours.
I don't have a wife.
Oh, okay. Right. Do you know why I went
What
down
are we
that route?
doing?
The Azores. Right, so...
At what point do we get to just drop the format?
I don't think we can we? We
Do you
need
not?
some sort of artifice.
All right, carry on, the Azores.
Yeah. This might not be called 5-Star Podcast in like another 3 months. We'll be like that. Oh, we've got a thing that we can talk about that's not...
No, it'll just be absolute hot waffle. And that's what we'll call it.
Hot waffle. Love that. I love hot waffle as a title for a podcast. Right, we must
Spin-off?
register it before this goes out. Yeah. It's just all the outtakes of this.
Oh my God, we're geniuses.
We are. That's why we've got 52 subscribers.
Yeah, nice.
50
Must
if you remove us.
register. That's so you. Buying up domains
Oh, I
for
love
no
domains.
reason.
Nick gets so annoyed with me that I've spent our entire
On
money
GoDaddy.
domains. No, don't register on GoDaddy.
I'm
Register on
sorry.
a proper place. Names.co.uk. That's good.
That's why I bought my domain, because you told me to.
No, good stuff.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about the Azores. Their
Oh,
primary sectors is agriculture, fishing, and tourism.
Okay.
And given it's a rocky set of islands in the middle of the Atlantic, dairy farming is one of its significant industries, making cheese,
Interesting.
Portuguese cheese.
Is it goat's cheese?
From a dairy. I guess if it was goat dairy, but I think dairy is cows, isn't it? Has to come out the bosom of a cow to be
Does
dairy.
it?
Yeah, otherwise it's goat milk. Well, or sheep milk, or human milk, I suppose, if we didn't do all of the milk.
I thought it could be any
Whale
milk.
milk,
I thought it was
pig
just
milk.
animal milk.
No, dairy, I think, is specifically
The cows.
Well, I've got a friend. The only reason I say this is I've got a friend who's allergic to dairy products, and so she'll like have goat's milk or sheep's milk.
Ah, okay, fine. Sorry, apologies. I just thought they might be safer on the mountains.
We'll have maybe they've got mountain cows. I'm gonna have to check it, aren't I?
Yeah.
All right.
You don't have to now.
I don't want the podcast listener or viewer to be I don't want to give them the wrong info. Does dairy? Oh, so I'm type does dairy, and the top.
This is what the podcast should be.
Does dairy cause acne or does dairy cause mucus?
Yes to both.
Yeah. Does
Yes on both
dairy,
counts. That's why it's fucking gross.
To be from a cow. Does dairy have to be from a cow? No. It can come from many other mammals. Oh, and I listed a few. Goat, sheep, Water buffalo, you wouldn't want to milk one of them. They are annoyed. Camels, you can get dairy milk, camel milk readily if you're in supermarkets if you buy. Yaks and reindeer. Oh, that's going to be thick.
I feel sick. Can we move on?
My mate Darren once had a teaspoon of his mother's breast milk.
No, he didn't.
She fed it to him.
How old was he?
Oh, God, probably can't put that out. Sorry, Darren.
Can you not?
He was like 11. She made him eat it.
Is that weird? Is it?
Very weird.
Yeah, but she must have had younger kids.
Yeah, she did, yeah.
Because
absolutely.
You got to keep...
Well, do we need to edit this again?
But with breastfeeding, you've got to keep your hand in the game, haven't you?
Yeah, she had younger kids. She wasn't just expressing until he was
for 11 years.
It wasn't basically
but
his milk.
Some people do get breastfed that long.
Not until they're 11.
Was it Pele was breastfed till he was 6?
No.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm not checking that because that's just a great fact.
Yeah, I'm sure Pele was breastfed till he was 6. There's a theme with some really high performing athletes being breastfed for a really long time.
So maybe that's what she was trying to do.
So like Michael Jordan was breastfed till he was 4.
No.
I don't know. I bet
he must have been about the size of a 15-year-old by the time he was 4.
Yeah, just 6'2".
Come over here, baby Michael.
I'm sure Pele for me. Two Pele facts.
Yeah.
Breastfed till he was 6. Fucked goats.
He did not have sex with goats. Where is this from?
I think he lost his virginity to a goat.
If you're Pele or Pele's estate, we are sorry.
Is he dead?
Charlie, I don't know. He was one of the football greats.
He really was.
Wow.
Anyway.
Okay. So dairy can be from anything. But back to the Azores.
Pele's mum.
They could well be goats. Or Pele's girlfriend, the goat. Yeah. That might be why I liked it. Breastfed till he was 6. She cut him off. Right? Over to the goats.
Yeah.
Have you ever drunk milk straight from the teat?
No, of course
Apart
I fucking haven't.
But, oh yeah.
No.
That's great. You can shoot it.
That's disgusting.
Wouldn't you do it?
So I don't drink milk.
Oh, okay. Right.
Because I'm a human.
Okay. We're going there, are we? All right, Simon Amstel. Jesus Christ. No need to be militant about it.
I eat cheese. You're such a prick. I eat, it doesn't matter because it's just absurd. I think I need a drink at lunch.
What's that? The Azores? Well, yeah. They're one of the renewable energy needs.
The Wall Street Journal says quitting a podcast halfway through can trigger guilt. I would like to know when you're in that moment failing and you have to keep going, what do you say to yourself?
Starting to say, what if I can pull this off? It's the what if I can pull off a fucking miracle. A fucking miracle. A fucking miracle. It's the what if I can pull off a fucking miracle.
They're a role model for renewable energy. They have a lot of tourism and it's seen significant growth since they've really lent into the sustainability.
Great.
And they also fish for tuna.
Wow. Yeah, you can imagine where they're based. There's going to be loads of tuna kicking about.
Yeah.
And I like the sustainability bit though.
Yeah, and the trouble is the fishing for tuna has apparently clashed with the sustainability.
Yeah, okay.
They are, and we'll come on to Ned Kelly's Pub and Grill, but what I found here was something that made me want to move there.
Okay.
It's a really good place for tech and remote work, particularly if you run your own business, because the corporation tax in Portugal is 21%, in the Azores 12.5%.
I knew this.
Ah. How did you know that?
I don't know how much I can say.
Don't give away.
No, it's just I know there's a lot of devs that work out of the Azores.
Right, okay. So Charlie works with devs who are tax avoiding.
That's not tax avoiding. It's just taking advantage of good corporation tax structure. No, not at all. I'm move there happily.
Yeah, I was
Sounds
just thinking.
Great.
Oh, that's where we.
12.5% seems fucking like a fabulous amount of corp tax.
And I think Portugal more broadly has good things if you're a digital nomad. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it does. Although Italy now has a better digital nomad visa than Portugal.
And the food's a lot better.
Facts. And the men are hotter.
Yeah. So you would always prefer an Italian man over a Portuguese man?
Every day of the week.
Italian over French?
Yeah.
Wow, okay. Same.
Yeah.
Same. It doesn't matter what gender, frankly.
I also think Ronaldo's disgusting.
Yeah, but he's from Madeira.
But he is Portuguese.
He is Portuguese. Okay. So do you think it's his neck that's too long?
No, he's just really shiny. And I know you're going to say that I'm shiny.
No, I wasn't. Something's happened to you since we've come here. Maybe you
it was your house. It was your house that was shiny.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was.
It was because we were sat dead opposite a massive window.
Yeah, that's true.
And now we're in a windowless room.
Which makes us both a bit weird.
Mad.
Yeah.
Because we don't know what's happening outside.
Fucking hell, we've been going on for ages. Let me talk to you about Ned Kelly's Irish Pub and Grill, because that's why we're here. That's why the listener has joined us.
Absolutely.
Or viewer.
Please be a viewer.
So, Ned Kelly's Irish Pub and Grill has 552 Google reviews.
Solid. That's solid.
4.5 as an average.
Great. I'd go.
Yeah.
I'd go and I'd eat.
And that is across, that's Google.
Okay.
On TripAdvisor, it's 4.5. On Facebook, it's 4.4. On Yelp, it's 4.8.
God, that's good. That's really solid.
Average price of £10 to £15.
Oh, that's
people
why.
Spending in there.
Cheap as chips.
Yeah. I don't know what you're asking. I know what the listener or viewer is asking. And that is, why are we talking about them? Oh, well, we're not, are we? We're talking about boobs and milk.
Yeah,
but
we've not.
Now that
Pele.
we're talking about them, and Pele and his affection for the goat. Oh, God, I've got so many goat facts. I mustn't talk about them again.
No, come on.
But interesting pupils. Why are we talking about them? Because I looked at their reviews, looked at the most recent, and then I looked at some of the low ones. Are you all right? Charlie's gone again.
Okay.
So I was looking at it. I'll tell you what. I'll do the top 10 people off the mention words. Is it top 10? Okay.
Yeah, do the top 10 mentioned.
Okay, starting from the bottom and moving to the most popular phrase that people use. Bartender. Rugby.
Ooh.
Conversation.
Yeah.
Environment. Cats. Island. I hadn't noticed cats. Island. As in ice island with an S, not Ireland, the place.
As in islands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stew. Atmosphere. Guinness. And then beer.
Conversation's weird.
Conversation is weird.
Cats is weird.
Cats is weird. I hadn't noticed that.
Okay. It's a recurring theme on the pod.
But yeah. So I'm going to read you the first review that comes up. It's from 3 months ago. It's a local guide with loads of reviews, which is why I think it's got prominence over perhaps ones that are more
Is it
recent.
the newest or just most relevant?
Most relevant. Well,
cool.
it's from a trusted guide, I think, and it's got photos and all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, nice.
And it's from Anthony. Oh gosh, it's got a proper lovely name. Anthony Perrault. It's spelled Perreault. Anthony Perrault.
Ooh,
Maybe.
Fancy.
Anthony, and he's got a anyway. He's got a as his avatar. He's got like a what are they called? Those blokes off of Star Wars wearing white. Stormtrooper. He's got one of those kind of things. Anyway, so Anthony.
He's a nerd.
Or Anthony, maybe, if he's French. I'm going to give him a little bit of a French accent, I think.
Oh, John.
He says in his second language as well, which is very incredible that he's able to write so brilliantly. Very nice place. I love Guinness, and it was the only place in Ponta Delgada to have it. Feel like a real Irish pub, but they speak Portuguese, so it is a very different experience. Overall, it's a good place. The beer is not expensive and good. The beer is not. I think he meant the beer is expensive Not expensive, but good.
But good, yeah.
Will recommend. Well, you are with your 5 stars, which in French is 5 stars, I think. No, it's 5 stars, isn't it? Everything. He loves everything. Thank you. He's got some lovely photos. I'm not going to share them because it looks like an Irish pub.
It's a really good review.
It's a very good review.
Also, do you remember in Hello Hello, the...
oh, yeah.
You know, the police
Did I sound like the policeman? That's my go-to.
No, you didn't.
Racist British comedy.
It was actually really good French accent.
My Auntie Mary Claude is French.
Cute.
And she has a lovely accent.
And a lovely name.
Yeah, Mary Claude.
Gorgeous.
Just brilliant. Two first names as a first name.
Yeah, that's fine. That's why they're meant to be used.
Cross-traditional gender. Mary Claude.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's like being called Mary John. Or Mary Claude.
Is that not short for Claudette?
Don't think so. No, it's just Mary Claude.
Oh, lovely name.
Her daughter is called Calixte. How glorious is that as a name?
Hey, it's nice.
It's what Steve's baby's called. Callie. Oh, no, it's called Callie, not Calixte.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Okay, but what you want is we need some conflict.
We do need conflict, but sorry, how many stars was that? Was it 5?
5 stars.
Great, yeah,
Thanks,
lovely.
that's from our friend Anthony Parole. Then we've got a review from Richard M.
Okay.
So he's given it 1 star 5 months ago.
Okay.
Capitals. Do not go here! Oh. Why, we ask ourselves. Richard goes on. The owner is a criminal that has been deported from the US for fraud and is hiding in the Azores.
Oh, yes. I want to go more.
He also happens to be a horrible human to his staff and customers. Glance through the reviews. Why would you give someone like that your money when there's so many wonderful places in PDL? Portugal? Oh, no, Ponta Delgado, I guess.
Yeah.
Update. Staff members, please press like if you have been abused by this criminal. Weirdly, recommended dishes, chicken hamburger.
What?
But there have been 12 likes for that review.
That's deranged.
Yes. Yeah, why would you then
The Azores does strike me as somewhere you would avoid the law.
Not an extradition treaty to the US from
probably.
Portugal. The great news is we have an owner's response.
God, great. Okay, owner response, klaxon.
Owner response. Owner response. Owner response. Owner response.
Who's hiding social media, coward? Been 10 years, I'm out in the open. If I'm a wanted criminal, come get me. Only cowards hide behind social media. You never hear any of my staff talk bad of me. Come to my face and talk to me. I won't hurt you or your feelings. I think we've got the new Dr. Tommy Murph.
Shit. Can you read the first sentence again?
Who's hiding social media, coward? Because he said that the criminal is hiding from
the law.
Is hiding in the Azores. I've been 10 years out in the open. If I'm a wanted criminal,
what does that mean? I've been 10 years out in the open.
I think he's been there 10 years, and he's just like,
I was hoping it was like I hid for 5 years and now I'm out and everyone knows it's me. Kind of thing.
Maybe it does.
Nah, you're not putting that there, are you?
No.
Great response though.
Also, leaning into.
He is not scared.
He is not scared. If anything, I'm scared that we've brought it up.
Yeah, same.
Logan G. There's a lot of people. In fact, every review I'm going to read out. I know it takes a while for us to get through this, but most of them have got first name and then second initial. Which, if you're a Google reviewer, I'm not happy with. Use your full name, please.
Yeah, why would someone do that?
Maybe they're scared of the criminal who runs alleged criminal who runs the Irish pub.
But that would mean all your reviews have that, wouldn't it?
Actually, yeah, the next
that
one
would just
from
be your
Logan G,
profile.
He's got 66 reviews.
Yeah, it's just your profile, isn't it, at that point?
He says, 1 star for the rude, racist and sexist replies by the owner to other reviews.
Oh, shit.
We did visit before, but noticed... We did visit before we noticed, but it's safe to say that you can skip stopping by here. Not the atmosphere we usually find at every other Irish pub. 1 star from local Logan G, who has done 66 other reviews. He's a local guide. Response from the owner: eat a fat one, you cunt.
Oh my God. Stunning.
Yeah.
That's such a good response. That's great.
Although he has been accused of racism and sexism.
Yeah, the racism bit's not good and the sexism bit is obviously not good. But as a response,
Yeah.
because we all think those sorts of things
Yeah.
on a daily basis.
Yeah.
And
I don't think I've ever thought go eat a fat one to someone, but I'm going to start using it in my head and perhaps to people's faces.
a variation of that theme though, right?
Yeah. But I want to start using go eat a fat one.
Yeah.
Like,
And to just say it,
yeah,
I love.
Yeah. You know who else can eat a big fat dick?
Who?
Easy E. That's a direct quote from our friends at NWA.
Oh, right, okay.
Who was it who said it? Was it NWA? No, it was
It
Snoop
wouldn't
Dogg
be,
on the
because
first
Eazy-E was in NWA.
second Dr. Dre album.
Oh, because they'd fallen out by then. What, in 2001 or The Chronic?
The Chronic.
He
That's his first, isn't it?
I think The Chronic's Dre's first album.
Yeah. And Snoop Dogg was on it, I think.
And he told
tracks.
Eazy to...
Easy can eat a big fat dick. I can't remember the next bit. I can just remember thinking, Easy was the only real criminal in NWA.
They'd fallen out by then. Oh, yeah, because Dr. Dre, none of them were.
Sorry, no, none of them. Well, Eazy-E was. He was a proper drug dealer.
But none of the others were.
No. Although they did have to live in South Central LA.
Yeah.
It's not a nice place. Anyway, let's look at Owen M, I think, spelled E-O-I-N. Is that the Irish or Welsh
What is
version
it?
or Gaelic version of
I feel
Owen?
like that spider's on me, is it?
That spider is not on yet.
Okay.
We had a terrifying incident earlier where we had to walk through a...
Yeah, I see. Irish names are an issue for me.
Okay, why?
Because
you
it's
can't.
just bonkers.
Okay. It's just their culture and we don't call it bonkers, good lord. Sibyllin. Yeah, I think that's Owen.
Okay.
Or Ian. Oh, it could be Ian.
Yeah, Ian.
Ian.
I don't
Anyway.
think it matters what the letters are or the order they're in.
No, it doesn't. Unless you know Gaelic, I suppose.
Yeah.
You're screwed.
Yeah.
Went to watch the rugby, 1 star by the way, went to watch rugby but didn't stay very long. Manager was aggressive and rude to both his staff and visitors to the pub. Multiple homophobic and ableist slurs were used by the manager, who was a disgrace. Rugby was only intermittently available to TV issues. Sounds like you'd have stayed and put up with the homophobic and ableist slurs. No, they wouldn't, I don't think. Waiting staff and barman were otherwise very friendly.
Okay.
Response from the owner: sorry I hurt your feelings, princess. Go climb on a big one, bitch. I mean, I don't...
Sorry, I hurt your feelings, princess. It's just...
I'm so conflicted by this.
Yeah,
He's clearly...
I am. He's obviously a toxic prick,
Yeah.
but he's also quite funny. And this is how they keep getting away with it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I hurt your feelings, princess.
Okay, I think we might get into struggle in a minute.
Are we
I'm gonna keep going.
in ropey territory?
Yep. So the next one's from Samuel Penk,
Yeah.
which is incidentally also the name for my penis.
I think that's the second time you've referred to something you call your penis.
Yeah, I don't have a name for it. But
Yeah.
when I see names like that,
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
"That's a great name for it."
This is an easy joke.
Yeah, exactly. I really wanted to like this place as the lady who served us was really lovely. However, our burgers were genuinely disgusting. I assumed this was just the intended taste. The aftertaste was fine, but initially they were kind of tart and sour. Nothing like any burger I've ever had. While my partner maintains that they were rancid. Either way, I wouldn't recommend this to anybody. Also, the owner seems to think it's reasonable to respond to feedback with bizarre, petty comments. Either a little sad or the sign of a personality disorder.
Okay.
19 likes for that.
Yeah, this is going to get dark.
It's not going to get
Can
dark.
you just read out the bit that she described the taste? Did she say sour?
The aftertaste was fine, but initially they were kind of tart and sour.
That is disgusting.
Yeah, and-
That's absolutely gross.
Partner thought they were rancid.
Yeah, lovely.
So, response from the owner: with a name like Samuel Pink, you were in the wrong pub, princess.
Oh, no.
Now really starting to see it's not so funny now, is he?
No, he's not. He's a prick.
The next one, I'm not.
Is that all he wrote?
Yeah. The next one,
Oh, he's
he
super
uses
homophobic.
a really horrific
I know what
racial slur.
Okay. You're joking?
No. He calls a woman a fake Irish blonde slut and then refers to the colour of her boyfriend by the looks of things.
Fuck.
And does it in a really gross way, which is...
Are you joking?
No, I'm not. I'm not. So...
Are you joking?
I'm not. I've got...
Can I read it?
Yeah.
Don't read it out.
No, I'm not going to... I'm not... I mean...
He called
People
her a
of
fake...
colour have heard this plenty of times.
Sure.
Shouted at them.
He called her a fake blonde Irish slut.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be able to do this, though. Fucking hell.
Yeah. So he's all very funny, isn't he? Until
No,
we
he's a cunt.
actually realise how awful he is.
He's absolutely vile.
Yeah.
That is mad.
Yeah. I've really brought us down, actually.
No. But, you know,
bit.
this is still a live functioning business. It needs to be shut down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do we think he's Irish?
No. He's from America, they say.
Oh.
So he probably thinks he's Irish, like all Americans think.
Oh,
Irish
yeah.
or Scottish, don't
Sure. Okay.
So, and interestingly, back to now. So that guy's clearly an arsehole.
More than.
I wouldn't want to be in a fight with him. I think he could probably beat me up.
Yeah, he's a toxic, racist, sexist,
Yeah.
homophobic prick.
And I think it says...
Just slouch down. I've got to stay up.
Yeah, you have got to stay upright, otherwise the light covers your beautiful face. It says something about us that we thought he was funny. He has to go to a real...
Yeah, but
dark,
that's because
awful place for us to start thinking, oh, no, you've gone too far.
No, we just need legit proof of that behaviour. That's all it is.
Yeah, that's true.
Because we can say...
We love an edgy person.
We love edgy. We say naughty things.
Yeah.
But never that.
Boobies. Sometimes I've said boobies.
We have. We both swear a lot. We
Yeah.
can both be quite brash.
Yeah.
But we rarely mean it.
No, and we can inhabit like that kind of person and do not like be that like when I say awful things about the Germans because it's hilarious
And it's a joke.
yeah, because
And
it's
you
not
mean none
it's
of
not
it.
a joke about the Germans, it's a joke about the British people who are like that.
Yes,
And this
exactly.
guy is that person, but yeah.
Oh, he's
so
gross.
it's all
That
fun and
bar
games
needs
until-
shutting down
Yeah.
and he should be pushed off a cliff in the Azores.
Yes, and there are plenty of cliffs in the Azores.
Yeah.
But not necessarily with cows on, as we found out earlier. The other thing is it's called Ned Kelly's. Ned Kelly is a famous
You were going to tell me about him.
Australian criminal and bank robber and type bloke.
Oh,
He
okay.
used to wander around in a full suit of iron so that the police couldn't shoot him.
Like a Bonnie and Clyde style.
Like a Bonnie and Clyde
But
style
was he-
person, but just Ned and...
And he was a robber in Australia.
Yes.
He wasn't exiled to Australia.
No, he may have been, but he was Australian...
Ned Kelly sounds Scottish to me more than Irish.
Edward Kelly, I guess.
Okay.
Edward Kelly. I can't do that in Scottish now. I've tried to do a Southern Irish.
No, I can't either. That's all I can hear.
No. Okay. He was born in Beveridge, Australia.
God, they're dumb, aren't they?
All Australians are very backward people.
It's just, do you know what? Because I have that ridiculous stereotype, when I was in Australia this year visiting my sisters, me and my sister they live near Perth.
Right, yeah.
They live in the Perth Hills in Kalamunda, and one of my sisters and I went into the city together and we parked near the cricket stadium,
Yeah.
which is called the Wacker.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Super famous.
wow, so I mean, I'm not a cricket gal, so I didn't know. And I just said to her, I was like, God, you lot are so simple, aren't you? Like, and by you lot, I incorporate her. She has Australian
She has to
citizenship.
take some of the blame.
She has to. And also, I find it kind of funny because they are essentially just British people from 150 years ago.
Yeah.
So I was like, God, you lot are silly, aren't you? And I was like, whacker, and then just making a joke about how you just whack a ball. So that's what they've called the stadium. And she was like, it's Western Australian Cricket Arena. I was like, oh, sorry. So
Yeah. That is the problem with
I make that assumption,
casual stereotypes.
and it's often not true.
It's
but
often not true.
every now and then something just feeds into it, and you're like, see, I told you.
yeah,
And
yeah.
she was instantly like, it's Western Australia Cricket Arena.
I love that you know what it stood for. I didn't know what it stood for. I just knew it was Wacker.
Yeah, because you just think they're like, whack a ball.
No, I didn't think it was that.
Oh, I did.
And I didn't think they'd do it in a kind of
That wasn't a good one, was it? Why can't I do Australia?
Hey, welcome to Australia. What would they say?
can't do
Go
it.
in the whacker, mate.
That's it. Well done.
Right?
Thank you.
New Zealand.
I don't think it matters.
Anything with a question inflection. Oh, it does to New Zealanders.
Sure.
The Australians would love to be mistaken for a New Zealander, just like Americans love to be thought of as Canadians.
Wow, the good ones.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm coming along.
That's okay. Yeah, go and come in your own room. Just someone entering the podcast studio. I've asked. I've asked.
That's what we mean. That exact behaviour is what we're talking about. I love that.
Right.
That's what we're here
Because
for.
he said,
No, I just mean like what you've said is arguably rude.
go and come in your own room.
But it's great.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
fine.
It's hilarious.
No one was harmed in the making of that joke.
No, because I didn't let him hear it.
Well, also though, if he had, arguably
He'd have loved
not yeah, he would have loved it.
I mean, it was made worse by the fact that he came in visibly wanking. Oh, sorry. He just needed somewhere to finish off.
Yeah, and it was going to be an air.
He nearly went in your M&S food.
God.
Oh, this turkey sandwich has got loads of red sauce on it, Charlie. Oh, it's warm.
Stop being disgusting. I've got to eat.
Warm bread sauce.
Right, so does Simon Novichok, our business astrologer, have any good advice for that homophobic, racist, horrible bar owner? Or is it just going to be about a bar owner in the Azores?
I felt that it was probably best to lean into who would be good to run a bar.
Great,
in the
okay.
Azores.
Yeah, you did or?
I did when I saw, but I didn't. Simon Novichok doesn't know
Okay.
that he's a racist, homophobic piece of shit.
And quick 101, Simon Novichok is our resident business astrologer who helps with strategic input guided by the stars.
We should always do it when you should always explain it. That's brilliant. Yeah,
When I need to,
yeah,
I can be efficient with my words.
and lucid.
Yeah.
So Simon Novichok reckons the perfect person to run a bar like that, an Irish pub in Portugal, would be a Leo. And here's why.
Oh, okay.
They're a natural entertainer. They thrive in social settings and have an innate ability to bring people together. They'd create an inviting, lively atmosphere where both tourists and locals feel welcome.
Right.
They're also charismatic leaders. Why? Because they're ruled by the sun. Not the paper. Don't buy the fucking sun.
No.
They're ruled by the sun in the sky.
I know a Leo who is a very good leader in business.
Wow. And that's why all horoscopes are true.
Yeah, they are.
It's just more proof. They excel at hosting events and drawing crowds and making sure everyone leaves with a smile. Their warmth would give the pub a sense of community and fun. And also they've got great attention to detail. Was that true of the Leo you know?
It is actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. He also says could be Sagittarius's as well, but Leo's edge it because of their, I can't remember what he said. Some fucking bullshit. I know some reason. Charisma and natural hosting abilities, I think. And what we like to do is take the star sign that would be best to run the business that we're talking about.
Yeah.
And if you're that star sign, we'd like to give you some business advice if you're in a position of management or if you run your own business. As we've started to realise this section isn't for people who are junior.
No.
Business, so we'd like you to turn off.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
There you go.
So
Now for the exec club that have stayed around.
yeah, God, I'm glad they've gone. Absolute arseholes. This is the star sign for Leo this week. This week, your natural leadership and charisma take centre stage. With the sun energising your ambitions, it's a perfect time to rally your team around a big goal or push a bold idea forward. Your ability to inspire and connect will be your greatest asset. Use it to build momentum and strengthen relationships. Be mindful not to let pride get in the way of listening to feedback. Collaboration will amplify your success. Remember, great leaders don't just shine. They make everyone around them shine brighter.
Oh, that was good.
He's getting better and better at this.
Mate, you're way better. The absolute guff you were reading out before.
If you came with us all the way from season 1 and you had to listen to...
Thanks for sticking around.
Thanks for sticking around. But also, sorry you had to put up with Simon. He was just finding his feet.
He was finding his feet. There was also a moment in this season
Yeah, you got quite cross with him.
I lost my shit entirely. And I don't know, he's obviously made some changes.
Yep.
And it's now hitting the notes.
Yeah.
I'm much happier with that.
Yeah, he's doing well. I think he could be a bit more brevity. I think I'll ask for in future.
Okay.
A couple of sentences and then give us that remember.
Yeah, I mean, we're not ones to talk about brevity, are we?
No, that's true. We went on so long last time that we ran out of cameras.
Yeah, so I'm sorry if there wasn't an ending to that. So on that note, housekeeping.
Yeah.
Don't do the same joke again.
Okay. Well, that was general housekeeping.
Yeah, so that's why I didn't say it.
Yeah, okay, I see. If you were here watching a blank screen last time,
Yeah.
I made a terrible
Oh, yeah, that'll be the audio.
animation. Yeah, the audio will be there.
Oh, sound. I forgot about that.
Maybe we'll get someone to animate it. No, we won't, obviously. Karen.
That would be so cool, like the Ricky Gervais show.
Yeah, except Ricky Gervais is a prick.
Oh,
I mean, I used to like him when he did the Ricky Gervais show
yeah, I liked
with
that.
Stephen Merchant and Carl Wattsett.
Do you not like him anymore? Gammon.
Yeah, he punches down. Always. He never punches up.
Yeah, but he's a white, straight multimillionaire. Who's he going to punch up to?
Musk.
Yeah, I
No,
suppose.
but, I mean,
he probably does.
He makes jokes. I mean, I think a lot
Yeah,
of the stuff
fair.
is really questionable.
Yeah, it is now.
And,
sure.
yeah,
He
I-
just likes to shock, doesn't he? Shock factor.
Yeah, shock factor, but it's not
Yeah.
funny if the way you shock people is to make fun of sections of society who are typically abused.
Yeah, that's fair. That is a fair comment.
Good.
So we're not going to.
So fuck you, Gervais.
We're not.
You'll never be a guest on our podcast. Unless you want to come on.
Yeah. I was going to say.
No, he wouldn't. I don't like him.
Do you not?
No, I mean, I really used to love him and respect him. Not now.
Yeah, same. Okay. All right. Okay. Anyway, housekeeping.
Housekeeping.
Like, subscribe,
Yeah.
review, and share. Please do all those things.
Yeah.
Even if this isn't like 100% something you love, someone else you know might.
Yeah, recommend it to someone else.
Just
even
one
if you want to
person.
stop listening.
Yeah, just one other person.
Yeah.
That would be lovely.
Yeah.
You can leave actual reviews on Apple
Yeah.
Podcasts. You can watch us on Spotify, watch us on YouTube.
Comment on both of those would be really useful.
Commenting on those would be sick.
Yeah. We'd love to engage.
You
with
can
in
have
some way.
some wankery merch.
Yeah.
I've got teas, so you can have some teas.
Shall we do a thing where we say, first person to comment on this episode will send you a free t-shirt?
Yeah, you have to be a medium or large.
Oh, yeah. Actually, you have to be a large or an extra large. I can't be t-shirts. Oh, no, your one fits. My one.
I'm wearing a medium.
No, that's true. And that
No,
fits
it's the
across your
hoodies.
massive broad shoulders. Like Gwen Stefani of South Bristol.
Yeah, North
Oh, yeah,
Bristol.
you're North Bristol.
You've John.
I'm modelling the hoodie.
But the hoodies are big. The t-shirts are good.
Yeah, we need to. This is the prototype, really, of the hoodie.
Yeah.
The t-shirt is
We're working
ready
on
to
it.
go.
John might touch this up a bit. Anyway, you can have some
Don't do
merch.
that and point. I won't. I will redo the logo. It's lunchtime. We should have some
Yeah,
lunch.
we're gonna have some lunch. Bye, guys.
Bye. It's been a delight.
Hey, thanks for joining us. And if you're already part of our weird little community, thanks so much. We really appreciate you. If you're new here, then hit that subscribe button so you can join us next time. Every new subscriber means a huge amount to me and Charlie, so we hope you join in. And as we go into the new week, just remember that big decisions leave scars, but they also leave lessons. Embrace the wisdom you've earned and embrace the path ahead. You got this. Go get 'em, champ.